The biggest challenge that we have is that our core is always been to provide these really great services for our customers. How can we do that? And when you start doing a lot of different new, that becomes a challenge. And so we stumbled where I didn't want to stumble. And this year and the last year, we really made it a point to say, okay, we're not doing that anymore. Can't be good at it, we're not going to do it.
The biggest right now is the tech adoption. People will talk about technology, wanting to do it, but then not properly budgeting for it or not understanding what's actually required to make that happen. What that investment or time is going to be to get there, but not also understanding once you get on the other side, what it's actually going to mean in profitability. So we've taken a lot of clients where the resistance to change, they were scared of the change management. I can't do it. I can't do it. We go, we can do it. And once you do it, all of a sudden, wow, now I'm making 30% more, 40% more than I was before. So for us, it's about making the technology work. But now tech is so critical with AI and everything that everybody's wanting now. You got to have tech as part of your differentiator. And if you're not, you're going to get left behind.
Biggest challenge, I think, is the increased overhead that goes in with, getting new customers, onboarding them, and actually making it successful. Right? There's so much fragmentation. Every new customer is a new contract. It's a new email thread. That's a new body that you have to put in a chair to manage it. You have to do a new system. Right? Really, what we want to help our customers do is just use one system, talk to all of your brokers through that, and then on the flip side, let the brokers find every carrier without needing a huge network management team that is scouring the country to find carriers.
A couple things I've heard, people really want learning management, ready to go credentials. So we're really going to sort of build that out. So think HIPAA, bloodborne pathogen, dangerous goods, hazmat, custom stuff, market specific training. That's going to be a big one. And we're going to tie that into the TMS. So if somebody's non-compliant, they don't get dispatched. Second one we've heard from a lot of customers, they really want more data and analytics around recruiting. Right. So actually we're starting to build out a set of tools to be able to help people view the people they're recruiting on a map, better sort of waitlist functionality and all of that.
Hiring.
Is it finding drivers, keeping drivers?
Finding drivers that treat it like it's their own. Again, this is our equipment. They're in the vehicle more than they're at home, so we wanted to take care of their equipment and treat it like it's theirs.
Probably most aspects relating to drivers, acquisition, getting them insured, keeping them running, and getting good enough rates to keep a driver alive.
What is the number one challenge you're facing in the business today?
Being nervous about everything and second guessing myself. So being here at ECA is allowing me to unleash the nervousness.
So we are a newer company. My business partner has been in the field for 10 plus years, but I am new coming out of pharma industry. And I would say scaling up and finding reputable businesses like yourself that's going to help us scale and not break our bank.
We're still tackling inflation. We're still fighting against inflation. If you look at what the costs are and how much they've gone up, the biggest thing is everybody is buying groceries from the same grocery store. And that's probably the biggest thing. We want our people to be taken care of, and it takes money to pay the bills.
It does.
So you just have to be sensitive. Customers aren't real excited about rate increases. So you have to mitigate that by growing your business.
How does AdLink help to alleviate some of the cost pressures in the final mile space for an operator?
Yeah, actually, you took the words out of my mouth, right? We're here to relieve some of that pressure by giving top talent, no sacrifice in quality, and giving back to the bottom line. So that's what AdLink brings to the table.
Which is the whole reason why the two of us have been talking for the last 20 minutes.
There we go.
To talk about how we can work together.
I think it's the age-old problem. It's government, government getting in the way, right? People that are supposed to be helping us in business are sometimes trying to put us out of business, right?
I think talent. I think finding talented drivers that are motivated, that want to get out and hustle. I think the driver pool is slightly changing now with the whole gig economy.
Yeah, I think a couple factors that I would focus in on. Number one, obviously visibility is always key because it's really about supporting their clients. And so that is a big area that we're really focusing our energy on. But I think the other part is about efficiency. And when you think about efficiency, you really think about how can you do things smarter and quicker? Because in this business, we all know that margins can be thin. And so our option is how do we use that AI? How do we use machine learning? How do we get smarter, faster to allow for our companies to make more money? And that's ultimately what's most important to them, right? Is how do you keep more of what you make?
I think the biggest challenges right now is with insurance and the way that it's changing. That's really been one of the hardest things to kind of get your head around. It seems like every year the insurance rates go up. Yeah. And if you raise your rates to your customers, then obviously you put your customer in jeopardy by them wanting to go out and outsource or find a better solution to keep their prices down.
What's the biggest challenge your customers are facing today?
Every customer is different.
Yeah,
It's not one size fits all.
Is that because the industry is just so unique and customized?
It's customized. So it's not easy to say all of our clients have this particular issue because everyone's different. And that's great because our system is so configurable that we will just address whatever that customer's problem is.
Excellent.
I mean, I would say that one of the challenges is integrations. I mean, that and that's why we built that new platform, the Data Bridge.
Yeah.
Like building all these integrations.
Data Bridge. All right. Oh, what is this? All right. We're on it.
So new iPads.
So basically, this is actually built on years of pain of doing like integration. So
Okay.
we basically took all that knowledge and built it into a product to make it easy for customer to see what's going on.
What are the biggest pain points you hear from your clients today, either operationally or from a tech standpoint?
I would say one of the biggest pain points is having to use multiple systems. It's very rare that you find a solution that's all in one, and that's what we're striving to be, from order creation, order planning before the orders are even created, working with a customer to spec out and quote a route.
Yeah.
So order creation, driver communication and optimization, all the way to billing, invoicing, and driver pay.
Well, that's a loaded question. There's probably more than one.
Yeah.
But if I had to say the biggest one, probably just the changes that are constantly happening in the industry that you can't get in front of.
Regulatory changes,
compliance changes, driver shortages,
shipper requirements.
We're waiting to see what the tariffs do.
Yeah, the economy.